Hey, everybody, what is going on with you? I haven't done an all signs reading in a long time, so I decided to do one. And if you are lucky enough to know that I'm here doing a reading, it ends pretty good, okay? But if you're not here and you're just watching at home, let's just get into it, okay? So, what we're going to look at is the overall energy regarding your love life. Tell me who you are and what sign you are. All right. So the overall energy, those of you who have someone, okay, the overall energy regarding your love life is, okay, we have the Ace of Wands here. Okay. So, hey, Jakayla, what's going on with you? I hope all is well with you. That's my daughter right there. Okay, so I haven't done this in a long time, but let's see if it resonates with you, okay? So the overall energy for some of you is the Ace of Wands and the Star. Oh, you are? Okay, that's cool. And the Tarot advice is the Hangman reverse. Hey, Leo, good morning. Some of you need to change your perspective on your relationship. It's like you might think in your mind that everything is wrong, but if somebody else had your exact circumstances, they may not feel that the relationship is as bad or as the circumstances are as bad as maybe you do, right? Good morning. So, how many of you think that maybe you can use? Don't get mad at me now. All right, Black Widow Rush. Hey, how many of you think you could use just a little bit of an attitude adjustment? Child, you better leave me alone. Who could use a little bit of an attitude adjustment? Because they're saying that it just may not be as bad. Don't get mad at me. Are you mad? Could you use a little bit of an attitude adjustment? Just kind of like see things just in a little different way, Like maybe, okay, now maybe you have always seen yourself as somebody who wouldn't date more than one person. Okay. But maybe, and that's just how you see it. But then, this person that you're seeing is not giving you a commitment and they're doing their thing. And maybe you need to change your perspective about dating. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Could it be? Maybe you can date two people. Maybe it don't have to be one at a time. Maybe, especially if they're not trying to put a ring on it. You know what I'm saying? So some of you need to maybe change your perspective or be a little bit more receptive to perhaps, the different forms of relationships that you can negotiate. All right. Now, there's two groups of you. I don't know who this is for, but as far as relationships are concerned, we get the Ace of Wands and we get the Star. So either you're with somebody that you have really good sex with, or sex could be an issue. So either the sex is good or the sex is an issue. It could be an issue because they are at a distance with the moon here, right? It could be an issue because, somebody could be too big, right? Right. It could be an issue because of the lack of chemistry. Or, maybe some of you are single because sometimes the star represents being single. And, you're just kind of doing your thing. You're single and you're doing your thing. And maybe you're really happy now with the choices that you're making. And it looks like maybe some of you are choosing to be single, right? So the first card that we have here for you is the Ace of Wands. And it represents like somebody having a love interest. Somebody might be interested in you and it may be new, but somebody is charged. You could be charged with love for somebody and you're very sexually attracted to them. Okay. I definitely feel that the majority of you who are here, you definitely, if you are seeing someone, there is either sex issues or you're very sexually attracted to this person. Which one is it? Right. I do see a sudden crush, right? Maybe like there might be a sudden love interest in your life. I do see somebody really sexually desiring you, or it could be the other way around. But I see that you are either with someone or you are connecting with someone that you're going to walk the same path with, right? But this is just the beginning. It's just something positive will be happening in your love life, or it is happening in your love life. Now, if it's not, this card definitely represents new employment. Has anybody gotten a new job? No sex, but sexually attracted. Okay. Can you guys hear me? So this could also represent a new job. If you're not focused on sex, you could be focusing on employment. Like maybe you need a new direction in your life right now. And perhaps you are trying to take some new, you can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? Some people are saying they can't hear me. Oh, okay. All right. How many of you guys are trying to get a good job, a new job? How many people are trying to get a new job? Because it looks good. The Ace of Wands in your forecast, and you're trying to get a new job or go into something new, it looks real good. I would encourage you to like start sending out your resumes or whatever, like sending it, letting people know this is a great card for trying to get a new job. Okay. Yes, it looks good. You want a new side hustle? This is a good time for a new side hustle. Great time. All right. So some of you are very sexual, right? Now, I see that some of you are single and you're just kind of focusing, you have a lot of hope for your next relationship and a lot of hope for your future with someone. It could be someone who you've loved for a long time or someone that you hope for. Like there's someone that you really wish for. They could be at a distance, they could be unavailable right now, right? But your person finds you very soothing and they feel like they always want to be with you. Can you guys still hear me? I feel like you either feel like there's somebody who you know is going to stand by you, or there's somebody who feels like you're going to stand by them. Also, if you have broken up with someone, this is a card of reconciliation. She said, yes, I want to have sex, but the dick is, well, yeah, that's what the Ace of Wands means. It's like sex is really good, but or there are sex problems. Like you like everything about the relationship but the sex. They can have a little penis, they could come really fast, they may not know what to do with their penis. Okay. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the woman has had a lot of babies, so when you have sex with her and you go inside of her, you don't feel anything. I had a client tell me that, and I think it's because the girl, was an escort. She had gotten around. So he goes, when you go inside, it just feels like the air, like nothing. So, that could be an issue, right? Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, you guys could be in a long distance relationship too. Like your person wants to touch you, but you're too far away and he's wishing that you were near. So the tarot, this star card also means like there's a great future in this relationship for those of you who caught this live. I mean, who are looking at this video, right? All you need to do is keep your intentions good and move forward with your partner. Okay. Like, don't take this as a joke. I feel like you're going to be really lucky with this person that you're with. Like, there's some luck. In other words, they could introduce you to a producer. They could introduce you to somebody that will really help your career, or there's some type of luck. Like, you feel happier, better. They say, do you know that most stars who died of, she don't like to come in here, most stars who died of drug overdose, they were unmarried at the time of death. Well, that's good. That's good. Yes, most stars, she doesn't want to come in. Most stars who have died of accidental drug overdose were unmarried at the time of death. Michael Jackson, Prince, Amy Winehouse, Elvis Presley, Natalie Cole, um, anybody else? Dorothy Dandridge, Billie Holiday. The time of death, they were alone. They didn't have a partner, right? And so I feel like some of you are really optimistic about having the soul. Hey, Empress, you're wanting a soul connection with the right person. Well, I think that some of you have gotten really clear about what you're, Whitney Houston, that's right, Marilyn Monroe, all died unmarried, alone. Exactly. And so Prince, there you go, unmarried, drug overdose, alone. This is everybody. So I feel like somebody, some of you are doing a lot of Phyllis Hyman. A lot of you are doing work on getting yourself together in order to be a good match for your partner. And you know what? Honestly, you're simply beautiful. With this star here, you're fucking beautiful on the inside. And not only are you beautiful on the inside, that you're also very sexual. You could be good with oral sex, or you're very passionate. Okay. And I feel like this is the energy that people get when they are around you. Okay. Others of you, the obstacle is either a karmic, or it could be somebody from your past that you're having a hard time with letting go of. Okay. It could be a childhood um, issue from your childhood that is making you have a hard time with moving on. Or this could be the baby's father. This could be the baby's mama. There could be a karmic that is involved here. Karmic partner from his side or from your side, right? Another obstacle could be that somebody who you're with, you might just feel fondness for. They're in love with you, but you feel fond for them. This is a Scorpio card too. Or that could be, how they feel about you. You really love them, but they just kind of are fond of you. Well, the advice that you're getting from the Two of Wands reverse here, this is your advice because this is the obstacle. It's encouraging you to draw your attention in and focus on your personals, like as far as what to do about your relationship. How many of you guys are in a relationship? If you're in a relationship, it's awfully, and things are going to be going really beautiful, because you guys may start, especially sexually, or if there is a problem sexually, like he's too big, or you guys are at a distance, so you get, or the sexual chemistry is just not there anymore. I feel like there's other soul level that make up for it, but Scorpios don't want to hear that shit. Hey, Demita, what sign are you, Demita? So some of you, you need to kind of maybe consider what's important. Ask, I don't know, anything that deals with work that they like to do. I like the tarot too, but I really career stuff, right? So it's asking you, well, what do you like, right? What do you really like? Consider what's important to you and what's you up, right? Because you may have been heading in one direction only to realize that it wasn't in full alignment with your deeper values and purpose. So this card kind of invites you to go back to the drawing board and reconnect with your dreams and ambitions, and then make the necessary adjustment to your path ahead. And so it's really interesting that this was a relationship obstacle in your relationship. And I think that some of you are happy and there's really not anything wrong, just may need to do some things to get yourself together. And it has nothing to do with what your partner is doing. It's buffering. Were you guys able to hear what it said? Were you able to hear me? I hate that it's buffering. Should I repeat that? Okay. Okay, so what I said is the two of wands reverse. It's about personal goals and focusing on like your passion or what really gets you going. For me is career. I truly love an employment agency, but it's just too much work. But I truly miss career coaching, and that could be something that's missing for me. And so for some, I don't really see an issue in the relationship. I just kind of see that you may just need to create some goals for yourself, like a lot of mommies who, or when kids leave the house, sometimes mommies have to an empty nest, so they have to get some goals, and so what they're saying is you might need to find some personal goals, some things that light you up. You could have been going down this one path, but if it wasn't in full alignment with your deeper values and purpose, it's not going to feel fulfilling. So this card is saying, stop. You're not doing this. They're saying this is the challenge right now, is that you or your partner, one of you, is not really reconnecting with their dreams and ambitions and making the necessary adjustments in order to go in that direction. And that could be causing a disconnect in you that could be creating some type of tension in the relationship or creating issues or problems that you don't really have. Right? It's just like you just feeling some kind of way and you need to find out what you need to do. Like you may have a really good idea, but you not really have a clear strategy on how to move forward. So, maybe you're not reaching higher goals as you would like, right? Because see, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So, right. So some of you need to have some type of clear plan in place to manage your goals. Like go back to your original intentions. Go back. Okay, I'm in music because I want to, or I love to sing because it takes me to the rhythm of the universe. I believe in creative of oneself. I want to cook. I want to career. I want to help people with their career. It's like you got to get enthusiastic about something. And I think you already know this. Some of you already know that you need to do this. So if you're at a crossroads about which direction to take to fulfill yourself, then ask yourself, what do I really want? Because see, I had gotten a whole bunch of material things and I discovered that didn't make me happy at all. In fact, I felt lied to. I felt like, all these rap videos and stuff make you feel like you want to get, you want to do these things, you want to acquire these things, and that's not what it's about at all, right? So, yeah, some of you might be a little reluctant to step into unknown territory despite the enormous potential. You could be kind of like just sticking to what you know. And that could be what's going on in a relationship right now, too. It's like maybe you are naturally fulfilled. Maybe you want to know if you could have a more fulfilling relationship. I was looking at this dating coach the other day, and he was like, one of the characteristics where you know that is downhill is if the sex is off, because nobody can really stand that for too long. Eventually, somebody's going to stray. Eventually, it's going to get real tired to not have that sexual compatibility, that people need. So, okay. Now, some of you, the obstacle is that a relationship has broken up already. All right, because I see that some of you are absolutely single. You might be having you might have casual relationships, casual sex, with people that you really don't know that well. All right, you may be having casual sex with people that you don't really know, and like some of you could be dating online. You know, like like the star represents everything that everybody can see. You could be dating online, and you go out and have these like maybe one-time encounters, or you guys are talking and you thinking everything is cool, and then it just ends. And it's like, well, I'm trying to build something with somebody, but the damn thing just keeps ending. How many of you guys are going through that? She said, no sex with strangers. Okay. Exactly. So the recent past for some of you was the Nine of Swords. Okay. How many of you guys have been going through some anxiety and fear right now? It's over though, because this is the recent past. So I see anxieties and fears recently, maybe about love, just period. Am I going to get married? Am I going to find someone? Right? See, the people who have left hasn't got to the good part. And so that's where they are, right? They heard all that other stuff before we get to the answer. And so that's where they are. They're into that mess that we just heard. But it gets real good. You should stay. Unless you are compelled to go, because that means that that good stuff is not for you. But yeah, so I feel like usually with the Nine of Swords, the fears are not as bad as they are in your head. Some of you could be struggling with low self-esteem or guilt, insecurity. Maybe you have problems with trusting your partners, or you could have had some mental health issues. But it looks like it's in the past, right? It seems like you just kind of need to understand yourself, like whether these feelings are truly rational. And if you're dating someone that makes you feel, well, nobody can make you feel like something, but these are the feelings that are generated within you as a result of dealing with that person. This is not good. This is not a good thing at all. To be crying and stressed out and wondering if you're good enough and does somebody really love you and why don't they give you enough attention? I knew this one girl who I read for, and she said that her man is rough with her. Right? Like, who wants somebody like that? So, so anxiety may be causing you to avoid looking at some problems and facing it along head on, right? But I do feel you and your partner could have been going through a really rough batch, right? If you're single, past relationships could have been a source of remorse and sadness and regret, and these feelings might have to be worked through before you go into another relationship. But usually the Nine of Swords represents a dark night of the soul, and that is past. Okay. Now, the present is the hangman reverse, which is basically looking at things from a different perspective, because I feel like some of you may really kind of see things one way. And, like maybe you can date more than one person at a time. Maybe your whole life you're like, no, I'm just going to, date one guy and that's it. But have you ever thought, guys do it? What's wrong with women doing that? I'm not saying that you sleep with other people, but yeah, I'm not saying that you sleep with all these people that you date. But I mean, maybe it's time to say, well, or maybe, um, you know, maybe you're a very given person and you give a lot real early. Maybe it's time to do things different. Hangman reverse. I mean, I'm not saying to be selfish, but I am saying, well, I am a little bit. But I mean, you have to be giving, but I don't know. So the hangman reverse causes you to pause for a moment and see things from a different perspective. Like, I know this lady who stopped having sex with her man, and then she broke up with him when he had sex with somebody else. Huh? What? Okay, wait. You don't want to fuck him no more. And he stayed by your side with that. But then when somebody else wanted to, I don't, so she said, well, you know what? I I knew he was cheating, so I wouldn't have sex with him. Yeah, well, how long are you going to, like, that's how long are you going to hold that against him before either you guys move forward in the relationship and move forward, or you leave? So anyway, yeah, I don't get that part either. So, but anyway, I'm just giving you an example. So it was like, well, maybe you should look at this differently. If I'm not having sex with my man and they go and have sex with someone else, do I really need to end the relationship, or do I need to look at why are we not having sex? A lot of times this card means you need to hit the pause button, right? You need to, like, it's like, for instance, but you're resisting it. So instead, like, you fill your days with tasks and projects and keeping busy and distracting yourself from the actual issue that needs your attention. But I feel like some of you, like, your spirit and body are asking you to slow down, but your mind keeps racing, right? They're saying stop and rest before it's too late. Because the universe is only going to dial up the volume if you keep ignoring it. You might end up crashing, right? Or you might be in a position where everything is already on hold. Okay, it seems like you're frustrated. Like, classic girl, I know her man is in jail, so everything is like on hold, right? Um, you might even feel like you're getting blocked, or like you're stuck or restricted because other people or other circumstances have left you on hold. Sometimes that's what this card can mean. This card is about surrendering what is and accepting it and letting go of your attachment, to how things should be. This is about just going with the flow. But also, this is a positive sign, okay? Because you can now move forward with a new perspective and a renewed sense of energy in relationships. Some of you may have, like, now let me give you an example of where that might be. Maybe you are tired of fuck boys, so you change your perspective about what signals you're going to look for now when you go out. I don't know about you, but I can tell a marriage material man from across the room, and I can tell a fuck from across the room. Can you? Can you? So you may say, okay, If I want a relationship, I'm going to have to stop going for these thugs, right? I'm going to stop going for these thugs. I'm going to have to start going for men who treat their moms good, or maybe he's not going to have a six pack and a nice body, right? Maybe he might be a little chunky, and and maybe I can work with that. So I see some of you. You can tell by their conversation. You can also tell by how they're dressed, and you can tell by how they look at you. And so maybe I see, it looks like some of you are really, not only are you going to change your perspective, but you're going to do something about it. Like if you used to go to the roller skating ring to pick up thugs, now you're going to start going to Buckhead, and you're going to start going to those dances in those places that are more upscale. Like instead of going to Plenty of Fish, you might actually pay a service where like Zeus has always been very positive. I've always had really good positive outcomes with them. You might pay a service, hey prophetic, for your dating, right? But this card represents that you are actually doing the action. Now, for those of you who've come to this video, who are watching now and who's watching later, guess what your outcome is for love? It is the Two of Cups. Congratulations. That is great. Okay. This is two people coming together to give birth to a bond, is how I see it. It's a very straightforward card. I mean, if you just look at it. So if you've had a bad argument with someone, you guys might be making up real soon. Okay. Sometimes this card represents two people who really love each other, right? And sometimes the Two of Cups is two people are so involved with each other that when they're together, nothing else matters. It's like this, when this person is with you, you don't give a good goddamn who's texting you. You're like, where's my phone? What? Okay, anybody like anybody enough to not know where your phone is when you're around them? Oh, you had a really bad argument? Yeah, it looks like, oh, good. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. She said the eyes don't lie. Yeah, honey, there could be somebody who you like so much where you like phone. I don't give a good goddamn phone is. And most of us know where our phone is, child. Not with the Two of Cups. Because look at how they're looking at each other. They are the only that care. They only care about each other and what they're talking about. And look, what I love about it is that they are emotionally attracted to each other. Right? Like it's hard to be emotionally attracted to someone who breaks up with you every time you do something wrong. Right? You sneeze. I can't deal with this. I just can't deal with people who act like this. Okay. I don't need this. Like that's an ugly human being. And that person, if you know a guy like that and he's breaking up with you every time you sneeze, it's like, you big old punk. You ain't got no staying power. You don't no husband. You don't have no husband. What's that called? You're not husband material. They always talk about wife material. What about husband material? Yeah. Well, forget it. It's over. Well, look at you acting like a little girl. Don't. Oh, you are Waffle? Are you a boy or a girl? Right? That's so cruel. Every time something, I mean, can I tell you something about people like that? They're very unattractive. Every time something's wrong, I have a relative like that. Aren't they too sassy? Thank you, Empress. Every time something goes wrong, because what it's saying is you're gonna play with my emotions. You play with my emotions. Something don't go your way, and you're willing to, yeah, you're willing to break it off because I sneezed wrong. I don't know about you, but to me, when I meet people like that, I had a friend of 14 years and I never loved her. And I always treated her bad because I didn't give a fuck. And she knew that. So finally, after 10 or 14 years, I started to give a fuck. I started to be nice towards her. She couldn't handle it. She started, she was the kind of person that when she felt like you loved her, that's when she was going to dog you. There's some people like that. Really, Jakayla? What sign are you? So the answer for those of you who saw this video and who are here is the Two of Cups. So you're Aries, really? What's your moon and rising? Jakayla, you ever been around a Libra before? Yeah. Thank you, Black Widow Witch. Who you talking to, Sophia? Me or Jakayla? Yeah, but every time there was a problem, I feel like that could be the reason that some of you are like tired of this person, because every time you do something wrong or you sneeze wrong or you burn some damn bacon, it's over. Damn. Okay. Maybe you didn't make reservations. Okay, I'm done with you. But I can't stand people like that. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it's called. So I see the Two of Cups as the answer. And this is not always like a romantic relationship. This could be your twin, or this could be like a twin sister. This could be a sister. It's somebody that you're going to have a very strong emotional attachment to. That's what I like. I like those emotional attachments, you know? In other words, I like being emotionally attracted to someone. Like, like uh, my sister-in-law is very pretty, but when you start talking to her and seeing how she resolves conflict is so ugly emotionally that I understand why the baby's father doesn't want to come around. Like the baby's father had texted her the other day and said, send me some food that text me some of the food that the baby likes, because he's around 3 now. So she texted him 10 things, and 2 days had passed and she hadn't heard from him. And she just went off when he finally contacted her and said, well, I got this and this, but I wasn't able to get that whole list that you had. And she just went off. You ain't nothing. You ain't no kind of father. You ain't nothing. You ain't no kind of father. You ain't never gonna be nothing. And it's just like, God damn, shit. It's hard to be emotionally attracted to someone who verbally abuses you when they're angry. See, that's not emotional intelligence, and it's not anyone who has high self-esteem is going to be around. She's a Capricorn. And so when somebody says, like, the Two of Cups is being emotionally attracted to someone, meaning like when they're angry at you, I think I really don't, I mean, really, honestly, you guys, somebody who gets angry and says nasty, mean things, they're not emotionally attractive to me. What about you? No, this was a Capricorn woman. No, the Capricorn man that I was with that had a Libra moon was very emotionally attractive. Yeah, but how many of you guys cut it off when you're mad? When you love someone and when you get angry and you cut it off, what you're saying is you can't trust me with your heart. You can't trust me emotionally because I will hurt you by cutting off your supply of connection when I'm angry. So, see, when somebody does that, that means I have to put you in another category. I can't put you in the category of wife. I can't put you in the category of husband because you are emotionally abusive. You get angry and can't control your tongue, can't control how you hurt. So what's going on is you got some hurt that's unresolved that you haven't taken care of. So you come into a relationship, get angry, and you can't control your anger. And that is not someone I can build a relationship with because I can't trust you emotionally. You get angry and you do things emotionally that are abusive instead of knowing how to have healthy conflict management skills. I can't trust this. I can't trust you. You're gonna, human beings are very fragile. Nobody's blaming Gemini. Right. No. Oh, good. What? Yeah, a lack of emotional immaturity is, I think, but can I tell you this? It can be negotiated because I was going to leave my current relationship because of the lack of emotional maturity. When he would get angry, he would act like a child. And so I told him, I'm not attracted to you anymore. I'm not emotionally attracted to a child. You know, I'm not physically attracted to a child, and I'm not emotionally attracted to a child at all. And so I was ready to go. And he changed his ways. He was like, well, nobody ever told me that before. He said nobody has ever like said this is what I don't like and this is what I like instead. And that's exactly what the Two of Cups is about. It's about having those conversations of the heart, right? And see, this is what happens when you really like somebody. Like, you know what? I like it when you compliment me. I like it when you rub my feet. I like it when you touch me. I like it when you're soft. Okay. Because now Tony is very soft with me. But he would get mad and say crazy shit. And I was like, I am out of here. I'm not going to deal with this. You act like you're 5. You don't know how to contain yourself when you're angry. What are you, 4? Who doesn't know how to contain their temper? Well, what are you going to do about it? I don't want no little kid that get mad and then you want to, I want to throw some. Oh my God. What is this, kindergarten? Oh, goodness. All right. So if this resonated, I'm going to do an extended for the collective. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. I was like, that's not sexy. That's not sexy. I know a chick, she walked in on her significant other getting a blowjob. And you know what she said? She said, lovely. Just lovely. And she walked out. I'm like, what? See, that's the kind of motherfucker that I would not go to sleep that night. Why you so damn cool? Nah. It's always the cool ones that's crazy. Why you so damn cool? Like this Scorpio told me, as long as they loud and talking shit, you are safe. Okay? But that quiet one in the corner, you better be like this with that one. I see you. You think I don't see you? I see you. Uh-huh. And your mama, I'ma beat your ass. Yeah. You ain't got to be scared of that one. That bitch in the corner, though, that's quiet and just watching. Chad. I know that's right. So, Jakayla, where is your moon and your rising? And are were the people that you dated, were they masculine or feminine? Like, are you the feminine one and you date the masculine looking ones? Oh, Lord. Now, Jakayla, you gonna drive somebody crazy with that Virgo rising. Now, let me leave you alone because she's so sweet. I don't want to hurt her feelings. She's a you date femmes, you say? Really? Oh, you got a Pisces moon. Uh-oh. Look at all these silent ones in here. See? I told you. Really? Do you up? All right. Now, for another group of you that came in, it looks like I do see a long-term relationship. I do feel like you love this person. Maybe the challenge could be you couldn't get pregnant or have any children. I do see money, too. That could be a little bit of a challenge. I just feel like some of you who are in long-term relationships, some of you are going to be in long-term relationships for a long time. In fact, you're with the person that you're going to be with for a long time. It just seems like what you guys need to do is have some more fun. All right, now let's take a look at where we're going to take a look at it's all signs. I enjoyed you guys. It was so fun having everybody in here. I did Leo a couple of days ago. She said, I'm a calm Gemini until I see some fuckery going on. Oh, now Prophetic Lex, what sign are you? I haven't, but I can do Libra. Thank you, Melanie. Oh, you're a Scorpio with a Capricorn. What's Scorpio's opposite? Taurus. So, do you feel passion with the Capricorn? So, you guys, I have a crush. I have a crush on Little Fizz with my old ass. He's so damn cute. Y'all know who he is? He's so cute. The whole time he was with April, April was just talking about her feelings for Little Fizz. She never listened to what he was saying. You guys know who I'm talking about? Yeah. Because April was like, what? Say that, Nene. April was like, we're friends, we're best of friends, and it may develop into when we fall in love. She kept saying that, but Little Fizz wasn't saying that. Little Fizz wasn't saying that. You said in middle school, he's so sexy. I didn't know nothing about him until I started looking at Love and Hip Hop. And so I was looking at their, if you go to Google and you type in Little Fizz love story, I mean, you can see the thing about him is he doesn't lie. Even on, what is that thing called? Even on Marriage Boot Camp when he was with Tiffany, he doesn't lie. I don't know if he likes black women though. I don't know if it's because he was in love with that Amanda girl who was Egyptian. Right? You think he got the devil? You think? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hey, Antoinette Lee. Yeah, what did V2K say? All right, so you guys, you're in Japan. All right, I'm gonna do the extended reading now for anybody that this was connecting to. All right. So those of you who are in a relationship, all right, those of you who are here, who are in a relationship, all right, the question is, will you get married? All right. Those of you in a relationship or, you're seeing someone, will you become committed? Okay. All right. How will the family feel about you? Okay. How does this person's friends really feel about you? How does your person secretly feel about you? All right. How does the person who is about you be a reconciliation? Okay. Is this the person God has for me? Is someone new coming very soon? Will I get with this person that's coming soon? What is the general need in the name of love? Let's depart. Oh, we are departing on the Ace of Cups. Yeah, April gets, doesn't she? Right? She has a really nice body, but I've never like seen her as sexy. You know who's sexy to me is Princess. Like she's so regal and elegant, and Ray J, for her to be with his ass, he is lucky that he has that queen next to him. He done tried to divorce the girl 3 times. So finally she said, well, oh, April seems happy. Really? April's been around the block, huh? They said that, she said that the reason they did Love and Hip Hop, it was because Omarion was, there were rumors about him liking boys. And, because he and April never had sex. There was always a problem. And she never looked at Omarion the way she looks at Little Fizz in season 6. All you got to do is look at the, what is that called? The thumbnail. There's a thumbnail for Little Fizz and April, and she is like just looking at him with starry eyes. You can't fake that unless you're an actress. So what happened? Did our Marion take April's kids, or did the judge give him full custody? Does April have custody of her kids now? You say Princess is mean. Oh, I love Leo's, child. Let me see. Yeah, I heard that. But I heard that he likes to give it to men because, they weren't having a lot of sex at all. And when the sex ain't right, it's a matter of time before the relationship is over anyway. You got to have good sex. You do, because you're going to stray, right? I mean, you can only take it for so long. Really? So, yeah, did he take the kids? Did he? Let me see. I don't know what happened to April's kids. I don't know the story. Let me see before y'all go. I don't know if Marion took the kids or if she gave them to him. Why would he do that? I mean, was she on drugs or something? Why are they in battle over custody? Oh, because of child support. I see. Okay. Because if she has custody, that means she gets money. I ain't mad at her. I'm not mad. I get it. So but he's like, well, why would I give you $25,000 a month when I can keep the child? Yeah, and not have to pay all that amount of money. She said we don't want to pay child support. Kiera. Oh, I love Princess, honey. I think Princess is absolutely beautiful. All right, so the card that we are leaving on is this is really those of you who are single now. Sorry, you guys. Look, asparagus is so soft. Have you ever seen a baby like talk to something that's not there and laugh at it too? And the baby say, and you're like, what? As long as it's smiling, it's okay. Don't be having my baby cry. How many of you guys ever seen that? I worked at a child care. Some people never seen it. Mm-hmm. Princess is out herself. Oh no. Princess went to jail for him. Princess has, now that's a woman. She's a Leo too, so they're loyal. She's beautiful. And I like them sophisticated and elegant. She's just elegant and sophisticated. And oh, they really are breaking up. Oh, that's terrible. Because normally they try to get back together again. Anywho, for those of you who stayed here to the end, I see a new love coming to you. Now, interestingly enough, the cup is being given to you over here. Really, Cynthia? Many of you are getting ready to meet someone new if you're single, or there will be love that will be revamped. But this is you could possibly be pregnant. You may start something new that you're going to really love. Okay. Oh, man. So I forgot to put my number up there for a reading. If you want an immediate reading, you can text me, Sunshine, at 470-835-7099. Okay. And it can usually be done right there on the spot. All right. Otherwise, thank you all for being here. If you want to get the extended, like this was really resonating and you feel like I was talking to you and you want to hear more about this particular reading, link to this reading will be in the box at the top of the comments section. It'll say click below for the general reading. For the all signs love reading. All right, you guys. Thank you very much. It was so good seeing some of the old timers here. Thank you, Laura. All right. So if you guys want a reading, really? You're welcome. You're welcome. God bless.